My name is Christopher Flakus, and this is La Strada in 7 minutes. Peter Bonadello. First, there was Savantini, who is the film theorist and screenwriter of neorealism behind screenwriter for Umberto De, screenwriter for The Bicycle Thieves, and the great film theorist behind neorealism. First, we start with love, as all things with Fellini should begin, focus on, and end. A love between Giulietta Massina, who became a celebrity with this film, but was already the wife of Federico Fellini. She married him and loved him. For 40 years they were married. So along with this vaudeville variety show Carnival, we go on, and Zampano dresses her up. He follows his disgusting impulses and rapes her, even though the rape, which for him is just does it like it's nothing. She sees a tenderness in it. It is heartbreaking that she sees him with affection. She got raped by this guy, and she looks at him with affection because she thinks that it was a sign of love, something somehow. And Zambrano, he sees women as subordinates. He sees them as unbeneath. He sees them as totally beneath him, which is hilarious because he's like a nothing. But he just sees them as something used for either passing joy or something to be exploited. Like Gelsomina is just there basically to put food in his mouth. She's the one who does all the heavy lifting, and joy shines out of her. She's like the female Charlie Chaplin, is what people said of her in this film. And it really combines the commedia dell'arte, with the Happy Hooligan cartoon with that was a big inspiration for this. Google that. The sketches from the Book of Dreams directly reflect Fellini's lifelong interest in this film. Let's put it that way. It's a sparse screenplay, really. It's beautifully uncomplex.
400 posti a sedere, poi in piedi. Me conosci? Andiamo.
Guarda chi c'è, ciufile! Avete fatto benissimo.
So Gelsomina joins this vaudeville show with Zampano, this brute is shown with a 360 camera that is juxtaposed completely with this natural clown that is Gelsomina. The artistry of her, I mean, she studied with real clowns to get this role exactly right, and you can see it. Apart from that, her face, I mean, she was just born for it. You can tell that she's also neurodivergent very early on, likely somewhere on the spectrum, and that's important. It's important to note because she has a childlike innocence and a connection with children, and yet she is far less stunted than Zambano, who has no excuse for his ignorance. His ignorance is willful. She's brilliant in many ways, emotionally a genius and it doesn't matter that she's intellectually challenged. That's actually another reason that Fellini finds these characters to be worthy of our attention and sacred for being outsiders, misfits, clowns, and outcasts. Gelsomina basically finds in the fool a parallel, and he could treat her with compassion, but instead of doing so, he treats her with similar brutishness. All he doesn't rape or hit her the way that Zampano does, but he mocks her. And at the same time, he says that she is a natural clown, and he acknowledges that, and that's important to her. I don't want to ruin this film for those of you who haven't seen it, so I will say that the tragedy to come, and that the bliss, the agonizing grace that's delivered to Zampano at the end is bestial character. And it does come at the cost of something enormous. And he sees too late that he had the most beautiful person right there that he could have ever wanted. And he was the richest man in the world. And he was chasing all the wrong, stupid, worthless things when he had the one worthwhile thing he'd ever had in his life. A monster like him was offered a chance at something beautiful. It's, in the end, I guess, for him, such an indecent creature, just to have known her and been loved by her, that makes him lucky and something sanctified, even if he doesn't deserve it, I think. There's a lot that's saint-like about Gelsomina. And that is La Strada in 7 minutes.